Yo, what up? It's Ace B. Back in the building with another video. Hope y'all checked out my last video. We doing on spiritual warfare. So today I want to talk about, like I said, you basically tell your stories from either, well, mainly your experience, you know. And basically, this is still going into what I'm dealing with now and what a lot of people is dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know how to speak out, and mainly what's going on nowadays and even past days. You know what I'm saying? Like years ago and years past, like they want to silence you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's going through anything right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a spiritual warfare that's going on. They want to keep you silenced, and they is the higher ups, the evil, you know, people, and ultimately it's these demonic spirits that's working through them to get you to be silenced. They mainly want to get you in isolation to where you go crazy. You don't want to be around a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because they hate when we come together. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, anybody who's going through this, stay encouraged. Get around positive people. Look at a lot of positive messages on YouTube. You know, it's a lot of other people out here going through the same things that you are going through or worse, and they're sharing their story. And what I want to do is encourage a lot of people to start standing up and speaking out, because it don't matter about, you know, that these elites and stuff like that want to come for you. They already watch you. You know what I'm saying? But the greatest thing about you going through anything in life is that you're not going through it alone. God is always with you, and as long as you doing what you're supposed to do and you doing the right thing, you know, can't is nothing that Satan is nothing that these people can do to cancel out your destiny or prevent you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish, but ultimately what God has sent you here to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And I speak that into existence. Your words have power, extreme power. Know that. That's why they don't want us as a people to speak out and come together ultimately, because there's strength in numbers. Like God says in the Bible that when two or three or more are gathered in his name, he is there in the midst. So that's strength. You know what I'm saying? So it says that one can chase 1,000, two can chase 10,000. So with that being said, is like I said, it's strength in numbers. They don't want us to have that power. They don't want us to know that we have that power. You know what I'm saying? We come from God, that is our Father in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So us being humans and those who are actually humans, because there's a lot of so-called people out here that's not, they're not really human. They shapeshift. These demons are out here shapeshifting like they're people. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's a lot of stuff that's coming uncovered. This is Revelations. We are in Revelations. Read it in the Bible, get an understanding for yourself that there's a lot of stuff that's about to come uncovered, a lot of stuff that's about to be revealed. God is going to pour out his spirit, his Holy Spirit to his children. You know what I'm saying? And we are prophesying now, you know what I'm saying, these end days, because Jesus is coming back soon. But no man knows the day nor hour except for the Father. And no one comes to the Father except through the Son, which is Jesus Christ. So basically, stand up. Take no shit. If you have any social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any other platforms that you have, start using it for good. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just bullshit around and just basically, look at the bullshit that's on social media. They look at so much stuff that's not helpful. And, even with business, like a lot of people have so many dreams, but they don't use their device for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because these devices can be used for good or bad. But the thing about it is that, you have to, you just got to be conscious of what you're doing nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of shit that's going down, and whether you know it or not, you have a big part to play in this world. So no matter what you do, it is affecting somebody out here. It's affecting, and that's the biggest thing, to know that you have an influence. No matter who you are, you don't have to be necessarily a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be this and that. Bro, you just being a decent person in this world makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? You sharing a kind word, you being able to be positive in the ugliest circumstances, you know what I'm saying, in life, is what basically gets you by. And basically it creates a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? Not only for you, but for other people. And I want to encourage people to know that there is people that's looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has an audience. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that, nobody loves me, nobody fucks with me, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's what the enemy wants you to think. He wants you to be discouraged. He wants you to be frantic. He wants you to think that nobody cares about you, that, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't got no help out here, that it's just you. And majority of the time, it is you, but ultimately you have God. You also have your angels to assist you. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, this is it's basically like today's society. I mean, the times that we in, basically, is that karma is coming around. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that has been doing whatever, whether it's good or bad, this is the time that you will receive either your reward or your consequences for things that you have done and been doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that's getting exposed. It's a lot of shit that's about to come out about, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what you do and what you've been doing in this world, and that's ultimately going to determine your outcome. But like it says, God's children, we are on the rise. He said the head shall be the tail, and the tail, I'm sorry, my bad. First shall be last, and last shall be first. So basically what that means is that, the people that's been on top, the people that's been scamming, doing all of this evil stuff to get money, you know what I'm saying, and that's been using it for evil and stuff like that, is basically they're about to be sent to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, they about to be ass out. They ain't gonna have nothing. So basically, the people that's been at the bottom, the underdogs, you know what I'm saying? The people who actually took the stairs and didn't cheat their way to the top, we're about to be on top this year. You know what I'm saying? This is heaven on earth for God's people, for God's children. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing they can do to stop us. All y'all gotta keep doing is just keep persevering. You know what I'm saying? They monitoring me right now. You know what I'm saying? They put text messages in my head. I can see certain shit, you know what I'm saying, in my head that they, you know what I'm saying, mix words, twisting. The enemy trying to do everything that he can to get me to go against God, to get me to forfeit my destiny, to get me to, you know what I'm saying, quit before I receive my reward. But it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not giving up. I ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying? I done came this far, and I know that whatever God has for me, it's not just for me, it's for others. You know what I'm saying? It's for me to help other people. To help my family, to help, you know what I'm saying, like I said, other people in this world. I'm not giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like, God says that, you know, if you stay faithful, you know what I'm saying, like, you're gonna receive your reward. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to that. Plus, on top of that, like, my faith is strong, and I know that if I gave up today, then it would just be like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? I have so many people that I don't know out here that's praying for me and that has prayed for me already, and so many people looking forward for me to be one of those ones to step up and do what I'm called to do, and to help them, ultimately to help other people, to help their families and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm one of the ones that just knows that I'm different. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm called to do something great in this world. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they monitor me. You know, these demonic entities, they tell me, you know what I'm saying, somebody's watching me. You know, I know that they watching me, whatever, but so basically, you know, like I said, they've been monitoring me. They want to take me away from God. They want to take me away from all of my family. They want to turn me, like I said, to fruitcake, which ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be back with it in a little bit. My phone is dying. But meanwhile, I'm gonna get this out before my phone dies. So basically, this is what they saying. So Satan is basically trying to possess me. They're in my head. He's saying that this is his head too. Basically, it's them, you know, because they're all together. Basically, and also they've been saying that they've seen this before. So with that being said, like, there was a woman possessed in the Bible, which I'm gonna get into that too later. That she was possessed with a demon, and this was when Paul of the church was alive, and basically she was acting like, you know, she was like doing a good deed by like proclaiming that they're God's people or something like that, but she was possessed with a demon. And she was like basically fortune telling until Paul, he knew the spirit. He knew that she was possessed with a demon. The other people didn't know, you know what I'm saying, until he cast that demon out of her. So, with these voices, they've been trying to, um, they've been trying to get information in my head. That's the reason why they're surveillancing me now. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that I'm God's child, but also they're looking for God to speak. They're trying to get some special information from me because they know there's something that's coming. And basically it's Jesus. So they don't know something. They're looking, and that's ultimately what it is, because, you know what I'm saying, it's just, how do you put it? They try to find out information so they can stop your destiny. They can stop, they can try to stop your blessings. You know what I'm saying? But they can't. They want to get information from the source, which is God. And who does God talk to? His people. You know what I'm saying? So they want to, whatever they trying to figure out or do, they're not going to find it out. God's plan prevails no matter what. So no matter if God gave the whole blueprint, which the Bible is the blueprint, but they still can't stop it. They can try to. They can try to hinder it. They can try to, make you crash out. They can try to try to send people to kill you. But as long as God got you, they can't kill shit. They can't do nothing. They can't stop your destiny. And also, this too, I see a lot of dark spirits around my house right now. Like out of the corner of my eyes, I see certain ones running back and forth, this and that, blase blah. But what else? They also said that they are not going anywhere until Jesus comes back. And another thing that they said is that they said they're not leaving until they get money from me. They said they want $1 million. So whatever inheritance that I have, or whatever, God has for me, they're trying to get it. They're trying to get to heaven with me, but it's not going to happen. So, they also said that they were up in heaven. They said they were getting their private sucked in heaven. But meanwhile, get this, they keep claiming that one of them is Jesus, knowing damn well God tells you in the Bible, test the spirit. Don't believe every spirit, because there's a lot of false prophets and there's a lot of false messiahs out here that's going to come in God's name and pretend like they're with God, but like it says in the Bible, Satan masquerades as an angel of light. So with that being said, it's like they're wolves in sheep clothing. They pretend, but that mask falls off immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they've been calling God all types of disrespectful names. I really don't want to get into it. It's blasphemous. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of disrespect towards Jesus, but they're ultimately trying to pin it on me as if I'm the one that's saying it. You know what I'm saying? When I told them so many times, and they even know beforehand, before messing with me, before they got into my head and started messing with me, because I was dealing with LSD. So they knew that I'm a man of God. They know that I'm, God's child. They knew that I wasn't going against Jesus for nothing. They tried to get me to cuss his name out. They tried to get me to turn evil. They asked me why ain't I going against God. They trying to like really set me up to go down, and I don't know whoever sent them, but y'all about to be exposed too. So whoever comes for a child of God, it never ends well. And God don't play about his children. He gonna spin that block every time. And for my Christian people, for the people that's doing right out here and wonder, like life is unfair and this and that, don't worry about it. Let motherfuckers be. Stay away from drama and bullshit as much as you can, but at the same time, don't take no shit, but also leave it to God. Don't engage with these people. Don't engage with these demons. Just pray. Call on God, because God can hit them where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody hit harder than God. So always remember that. But I'm coming back with another video in a little bit. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will be back with another video when my phone charges. Alright, and it's my B-Day today. So 33 years old. It's my Jesus year. See y'all. Stay blessed.